Some mornings you wake up already exhausted, because you don't really know who is safe for your heart anymore. This is a morning prayer for discernment when you don't know who to trust. There are days when you look around and realize it's not a lack of people. It's a lack of security. You talk, you answer messages, you participate in groups, you are surrounded by people. But, deep down, you feel, I don't know who is a safe harbor for my heart anymore. You have confided in someone and seen it become a topic of conversation. You have trusted in promises that were not kept. You have opened your heart to someone who seemed spiritual, and then found yourself exposed, misinterpreted, or used. Your mind starts the day on high alert. Can I trust them? Are they being sincere? Will I be betrayed again? This morning prayer is for those who are tired of this state of emotional vigilance. For those who feel that discernment has failed a few times, and who now live between two extremes, either trusting too much in those they shouldn't, or trusting no one at all so as not to be hurt again. You love people, you love the church, you love relationships, but you also carry scars from broken friendships, disappointing leaders, and promises that didn't hold up. And this leaves you suspicious, hardened in some areas, and more closed off in others. The Bible speaks of a God who sees what you do not see. In 1 Samuel 16 verse 7, the Lord reminds us that man looks at the outward appearance, but he looks at the heart. James 1 verse 5 promises that if any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask, and God gives generously, without finding fault. This is exactly what you need today. Not to become paranoid, nor naive, but to receive discernment from above to know who to lean on, with whom to open your heart, and which voices you should not anchor yourself to. Morning prayer for discernment, here is a cry. Lord, filter for me what I cannot see alone. If you are watching on TV, this prayer is also for you. There is a small QR code in the corner of the screen. When this prayer ends and you have a quiet moment, you can point your phone at it to subscribe and find other prayers designed precisely for days like these. Days when you don't know who is trustworthy, but still want to hear God's voice clearly. It is not about filling you with content. It is about giving you a safe place for constant prayer. For now, just be honest before God. Lord, I don't know who to trust anymore, but I want to learn to hear your voice above all others. In the next step, we will look at how this confusion of trust has affected your identity, your view of yourself, and the way you see God Himself, and begin to ask the Holy Spirit to align, with firmness and care, your heart, your relationships, and your decisions. When you go through a lot of disappointment with people, it is not only your trust in them that breaks. It is also your trust in yourself. After a few betrayals, leaked confidences, and broken promises, many people start thinking, the problem is me. I don't know how to choose people. My discernment is no good. If I didn't see that coming, I must be too blind. Gradually, you stop seeing yourself as a child of God guided by the Spirit and start seeing yourself as someone who always makes mistakes with people. The pain is no longer just from having trusted the wrong person. It is from doubting your own ability to perceive what is true. This also affects the way you approach God. Instead of coming to prayer with confidence, you come with a mixture of shame and self-distrust. You think, I asked for wisdom before and still got hurt. Did God try to show me and I refused to see it? Was it my fault or His will? The line between a wrong choice and divine guidance becomes blurred, and the enemy takes the opportunity to whisper that God left you alone at the time of the decision. The result is a divided heart. You want to depend on God, but you no longer know if you can hear or interpret the signs. The Bible recognizes the pain of being wounded by those who should be a refuge. In Psalm 55, the psalmist says it was not an enemy who wounded him, but a friend, someone with whom he walked to the house of God. In Micah 7 verses 5 to 7, there is a strong description of a time when human trust is shaken, but it ends like this. But as for me, I will look to the Lord. I will wait for the God of my salvation. My God will hear me. That is, even when horizontal trust in people is fractured, God calls you to reaffirm vertical trust, to look to the Lord, even with a wounded heart. What the enemy tries to do is use every disappointment as proof that you are alone, without direction. What the Holy Spirit wants to do is exactly the opposite. Use every fall as an invitation to teach you to rely even more on God's wisdom. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6 says, Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your paths. This does not mean you will never be hurt again. but that you can learn to decide not only with what you see and feel, but with what God reveals and confirms. In the next step, we will talk very practically about this discernment that comes from above. How to ask God to give you eyes to perceive intentions, peace or caution in relationships and decisions. How to learn to distinguish between His voice, the voice of fear, and the voice of neediness. We will begin to understand together what it is like to live a day where you do not rely only on your reading of people, but on the gaze of a God who sees the heart of everyone, including yours. Discernment is not living armed against everyone. It is living guided by God in the midst of everyone. There are people who, after being hurt a lot, call discernment what is actually just hardness and closure. This is not what the Bible presents. James 1 verse 5 speaks of a wisdom that God gives generously, without finding fault. 1 Samuel 16 verse 7 reminds us that the Lord sees the heart, not just the appearance. The discernment that comes from Him is a combination of three things: the Word, the Holy Spirit, and concrete signs in real life. He does not turn you into a judge of others. He turns you into someone who listens more to heaven before committing yourself. In practice, to discern is to learn to pay attention to the fruit, not just the talk. Jesus said the tree is known by its fruit, Matthew 7 verse 16. A person can talk beautifully about God, pray loudly, post verses, and at the same time have patterns of lying, manipulation, or lack of loyalty. Discernment helps you to perceive, what does this person produce around them? Peace or confusion? Honor or gossip? Responsibility or always drama? This is not paranoia. It is looking soberly, asking God to show what your distracted eyes would not see alone. Another part of discernment is listening to the Holy Spirit within you. Sometimes, everyone applauds someone, but deep inside you feel an unease that you cannot explain. Other times, a simple, discreet person, without fanfare, brings a peace to your heart that is quiet. Colossians 3 verse 15 speaks of the peace of Christ being the umpire in our hearts. This means that, in many relationships and decisions, God will alert you with feelings of pause, caution, of don't go too far, or conversely, with a tranquility that frees you to open up a little more. Discernment is learning to respect these signs in prayer. Discernment also protects your own heart so that it does not become hardened. Without God, the tendency after so many disappointments is to generalize, no one is good, no one is trustworthy. With God, you learn to take the middle path, to love without naivety, to have empathy without opening everything up to everyone, to welcome without exposing yourself imprudently. Proverbs 4 verse 23 says, "Above all else, guard your heart." Discernment is not building an insurmountable wall. It is learning to have gates with the key in God's hand. In the next step, we will turn all of this into a guided prayer. You will be invited to present to the Lord, by name, people, environments, and decisions that confuse you today, and to ask, very directly, Holy Spirit, give me discernment when I don't know who to trust. We will pray that He will be the filter, the traffic light, and the counsel that you cannot produce alone, especially in these days when your heart is tired and fragile. Now is the moment to turn this pain into a conversation with God. If you can, sit in a quiet place. Close your eyes for a few seconds, breathe in slowly, and as you exhale, say softly, Lord, this is my morning prayer for discernment. I don't know who to trust, but I know I can trust you. You don't need to explain everything at once. God already knows the backstage. Then you can complete, Lord, I surrender to you this confusion I carry regarding the people around me. Now think of some specific faces. That person who seems like a friend but has hurt you. That leader or colleague you don't know if you can trust. Someone new who has entered your life and you don't yet know if they are an answer or a distraction. Present them in prayer. Father, you know this person. You know their intentions. You know what I don't see. I don't want to judge, but I also don't want to be blind. So I ask you, show me, through your Spirit, how far I should go, how much I should open up, what kind of bond one should build here. You are not asking for spiritual gossip. You are asking for protection and direction. Next, present the environments: work, church, friend group, family, online relationships. Say, Lord, in every environment I enter, I need your discernment. If there are people who are not safe for my heart, set boundaries. If there are people who are a gift from you in my life, Give me peace to draw closer. And above all, may your voice be stronger than the voice of fear, neediness, or appearance. Remember James 1 verse 5 and pray, "Give me wisdom, Lord, and do not let me rely only on my own understanding." If you are watching on TV, this moment is also for you. You can continue praying where you are, and when this prayer ends and you have a quiet moment, you can point your phone at the QR code in the corner of the screen to subscribe and find other prayers that help you walk with more clarity and emotional protection. It's not about collecting videos. It's about having a place of refuge and direction while God trains your discernment. Finally, place your hand over your chest and make a simple declaration. Holy Spirit, be my discernment when I don't know who to trust. Repeat in Portuguese if you wish. Espírito Santo, sea o meu discernimento quando eu não souberem como confiar. In the next step, we will seal the day that is beginning, asking that every conversation, every message, every relational decision be crossed by this request, so that you no longer walk guided only by past pain or neediness, but by the wisdom of God in the present. Before you get up and fully enter the day, this is the moment to consecrate your relationships, conversations, and decisions to God. Remain silent for a few seconds and then declare slowly, Jesus, I give you this day and the people in it. Guard my heart and give me discernment. In Portuguese, Jesus, eu te entrego este dia e as pessoas que farão parte dele. Guarda o meu coração e de mi discernimento. You are not asking to never trust again. You are asking to trust in the right way, at the right time, with the right people. Now, present foreseeable situations of the day. Lord, today I will talk to this person, I will enter this group, I will answer this message, I will deal with this decision. If something is not safe for my heart, give me a clear sign. If something is your care for me, confirm it with peace. Also ask, deliver me from wrong alliances, from conversations that steal my peace, from advice that seems spiritual but does not come from your spirit. And draw close to me people who truly fear you, who speak the truth in love, who know how to guard what I place in their lap. To carry this with you throughout the day, a simple phrase can be your anchor. Lord, lead my heart when I don't know who to trust. Whenever that insecurity hits, you can whisper, Lord, I don't know exactly who is who, but you do. So guide my steps, my bonds, my words. The anxiety of reading everything alone decreases when you remember that you are not making decisions without coverage. There is a God seeing angles that you do not see. At the end of this video, the invitation will be gentle and direct. If this prayer spoke to you, write, Lord, give me discernment when I don't know who to trust, in the comments as an act of faith. If you need specific intercession, you can leave a word like discernment, relationships, betrayal, wisdom, or healing, and we will present your life in prayer. And if this time has helped you, like the video, subscribe to the Still Grace Prayers channel. And when the final screen appears, choose another prayer to continue walking. No longer guided only by wounds, but increasingly guided by God's voice in the midst of all voices.